Hello. Hi. I don't know how to say hello naturally yet, but it is not that. I know how not to say it, and it's the way I just did it. I'm Dan Lippert, and you're listening to another episode of the Man Dog Pod, the world's most incredible, beautiful, and joyful improv and conversation podcast. No offense to all my friends that host improv and conversation podcasts. You're going to hear me, my co-host Ryan Rosenberg, and our very funny guests Matt Apodaca and Connor McCabe very shortly. But I am here, as I have been for the past couple of months, to welcome you to the podcast. It is June 5th, 2025 for me, June 6th, maybe after that for you. And I am checking in on where we are on the Patreon rankings and asking you, if you are watching or listening for free, that you consider joining us on Patreon so that we can zoom up the rankings as we have been doing. Since I started doing these asks, we have gone from 487th to the 426th most popular Patreon podcast. That is 41 spots. How do I know that number? Because this is the fourth one of these I've recorded, and I've gotten the number wrong twice. What that also means is we are now only 21 spots behind the great Adam Conover. That we're like 39 subscribers behind him. We are itching to destroy Conover just in these rankings and nowhere else. So if you are listening to the free episode of the podcast, please consider joining us at patreon.com/mandog. We've got full episodes of the podcast. We've got the video of every episode all the way through, and we've got our entire backlog on there. Additionally, if you sign up for the Boss Hogs and Big Dogs tiers, and this is news for all of you, we are now adding a perk where you can ask us a question, tell us a story, or give us an Am I the Asshole, a situation that's happened to you where you wonder if you're the asshole, and we will read those on the air, discuss them, and use them to inspire improv scenes. So if you're already on our Patreon, consider joining the upper tiers if that's something that's interesting to you. If you don't want to do that, we're just happy you're there. So again, if you are listening for free, that's patreon.com/mandog. Come check it out for a month, see if you like it. Everybody who has checked it out in the past 2 months, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and it's very helpful for the show. With that being said, I'm ready for some improv. Are you? Good, because here comes the Man Dog Pod with me, Ryan Rosenberg, Matt Apodaca, Connor McCabe, and our theme song by Casey Trela.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now.
Thanks for having me on the team, you guys. I'm just happy to be here, happy to make some friends, get out in the sun and everything. This is really exciting to be I'm playing baseball again.
It's going to be great. You know, you've been talking about coming out for a couple years, so it's fun that you're here.
Yeah, a little social anxiety, but it's like you guys are so welcoming and so...
Well, hey, and we're the best team in the league, so we're excited to have you. This is no slouch team. We're excited to have the big man.
Happy to hit some dingers. Happy to
Yeah.
hit some dingers.
Yeah, that's
for
what we
you
like
guys.
to hear out here. And you know what? There's almost nothing you could do wrong. So don't be worried about it. Mistakes are going to happen out on the field. It's we're keeping it loosey goosey out here, even though we do want to win. But it's a chill time. We're just hanging out. You know.
Should we hit a little batting practice?
I think we
sort of
should,
take
yeah.
A couple cuts,
I'll
see
go
what the
ahead and
big guys
toss you a
got?
couple.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel so embarrassed. I think I put on one of your cleats.
Oh.
Because my feet just busted through the end of them.
Oh, yeah, look at
Oh.
that. The toes are
Like
on
Max in the
dirt.
Goofy movie.
It was a little bit like Max in the Goofy movie,
Did
I
you,
guess. Oh,
did you
no,
also
I'm
go
I mean,
no
we are an
sock?
entertainment league, so I guess that kind of is funny. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm so
it's like-
sorry. Whose were these? I'm sorry. I don't want to guess.
They were mine.
Yeah.
It's cool. I it's kind of crazy that you would even put them on because I wear a size men's 6, and you're
I'm a
obviously
16.
rocking a big massive pair down there.
I'm so
seeing-
sorry.
I'm seeing at least a
What?
12, maybe a
Rocking
13.
massive pair down there. What? I'm normal.
No, you're right. You're right.
A massive pair of feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm so sorry. I'll pay you. These are.
Well, they have to make them extra small for me, actually, at a very boutique little guy shoe store.
Oh no! Yeah, it's just a little unit on the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your
Which is fucking
nickname.
sick, by the way. Most stolen bases in the league.
Yeah, it's because I'm running so fast
That's
and I
what I
kind of my
mean.
tiny little
Dude,
feet.
didn't your wife make those custom to commemorate your special thing?
Yeah,
your
yeah,
steals?
exactly. Yeah, I know. And,
Damn, I can't believe you put on the little units. Dude.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
May
I'm
she,
so
may she
sorry.
rest, by the way.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not with us anymore.
Well, it was a cleat
no,
sewing
she's just really
accident.
tired.
I do hope she rests.
She got really tired from a cleat sewing
I've never
accident.
once seen her at a 9:30 game, and I
no,
won't.
there's too early.
I'm
Oh.
tired of these 9:30 games, to be honest. I'm glad we all made it out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
God.
what? Don't worry about the shoes. I'll just wear my Crocs.
I'm
It's
so
fine.
sorry. All right. Yeah. Sorry. I'll toss around.
Yeah, go ahead and step
yeah.
in the box there. I'll
Great.
kind of go ahead and throw you one. Here we go.
Wow. What was
Okay,
that
well there
sound?
goes my big slipper bat. The big. Why did I?
The Big Slipper, is that your nickname?
s-
or
yeah,
is
the
that
big-
brand of
You were
bat?
using the big slipper?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the nicest bat in the dugout.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. Oh
The
my
big slipper is a new bat that Rawlings is making, but my nickname is the tiny nanner, and that's what it says on the bat. So
It's the big yellow bat.
Did I join the small penis?
no,
No, you joined the number one team in the
oh
league.
yeah,
Why
We
would
have
you
to
even say
win.
that?
No reason. We have to win.
we're not good because we're making up for something. We're good because we're
No.
good.
Hey, man, you know what? You didn't know. Baseball and equipment and all that stuff, it's a crapshoot. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't know. I remember
Yeah.
when I was playing Little League, you just grab a bat out of the bag. You don't
Mhm.
know if it's from the coach or from a parent, what it is.
Yeah.
So I
You,
get
you
it.
guys are
you
being
know?
so nice. This is like my nightmare. To be honest,
No.
like meeting people and immediately ruining their
That's all right.
most prized possessions and accidentally kind of indicating that they have small penises. I'm sorry I said that.
Again,
I
we
think
don't
I'm
have small
Yeah,
penises.
I-
We're
No,
just really
stop.
good at baseball.
And the more you say it, just fucking stop.
Yeah.
Gosh, and you know what? At least that, unlike the shoes, unlike the cleats, I at least gave you permission, so you shouldn't feel as bad.
Okay.
It's a more of heartbreaking thing for me that you broke the big slipper tiny nanner bat than it is the cleats. But we'll
And
get
just
past it.
to refresh you real quick, because I know it's been a long time since you played baseball.
Yeah.
When we say we're gonna toss you one, we're gonna play catch. You're not supposed to pick up a bat, dude. You're supposed to pick up a glove, actually.
But you probably thought we were playing Pepper or something. You thought we were, just.
Yeah.
I get it. You haven't played probably since Little League, based on the way you're being so crazy.
Yeah.
You probably just haven't been out here in a while. It's okay.
It's been a minute. I feel crazy, and I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, I'll watch you guys for a second.
Why
I
don't
feel
we
like
just
maybe
work
I
on
could watch
base
you guys.
running? I feel like base running is a thing people don't work on enough because honestly, a lot of people are flubbing ground balls here. A lot of people are letting that fly ball
Yeah.
hit the ground. So we get an extra base more often than you think.
Oh yeah.
So one of the things that
Absolutely.
people don't know is that when you're taking your cut around first, you want to cut out to the right a little bit so that you can zoom right in towards second.
Instead
right?
of going at a hard right angle.
Yeah, you don't want to
was
go at a
what
hard
I
right
thought I
angle. You'll
should do.
totally pull a ligament, something
Okay.
like that. And these are my bases, so just be gentle,
Are
okay?
these your personal bases?
Yeah, I brought my personal bases
The
today.
parks don't usually have them, so you do have to bring them.
Oh, they're really okay. Yeah, I might even step around them just based on what's been happening here so far. Just
You
to
know what?
be
I think that's a
careful.
great idea.
Yeah.
Great.
I think that's a great
These
idea.
special engraved bases that you have.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead. What's the nickname on those?
Little bags.
Little bags. Okay.
Little bags.
And I think that's the brand, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the brand. Well, the brand is Big Bags.
Okay.
But
So
I got
yours
these
is little
specially
bags.
made little bags. They're
I really don't want to give him any ammo, but I'm starting to see what he's saying.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
I honestly, whatever.
You're pacing back and forth like a roast comic.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. here. I'm not gonna say anything.
Look at him pulling the mic like Chris Rock, pulling the thing.
He's dabbing his brow.
Well, let's get this started. I'll go ahead and show you how it's done, then you can follow up.
There we
So
go.
here I go.
Look at that.
Perfect contact.
Ah, right into second. Why don't you-
Wow, nice slide.
Perfect
Thank you,
contact.
thank
Base
you.
intact.
So just take that turn, just like old Big Bags told you. Go ahead, new guy.
All right, great. Coming around the angle. You skip the base here. Oh, I'm doing the splits. Ah, I skipped it.
No,
Oh my god.
he's shitting on the base.
and something exploded.
Scene.
I love a nice explosion sound. in the above scene.
Ladies, germs, no offense. Welcome back to another episode of the Man Dog Pod. I am one of your hosts, Dan Lippert, and I'm sitting across from my hostess because you're wearing pink.
Okay.
Like the
Nice.
cupcakes.
Which is for girls.
Wait, hostesses are brown.
Hostesses are brown. And can I say, in the world's, I don't want to say biggest coincidence, but I haven't had hostess cakes in a long time. I bought a box of them last week.
Whoa! So I was
I'm
reading
the
it on you.
hostess with the cupcake mostess. in my
I
house
was
today.
imagining. I wasn't feminizing you with the pink. I was imagining.
Yeah.
What's the pink one?
The snowball, maybe.
Snowball is what I was
Snowball,
imagining.
yes.
But wow, how were the hostesses?
A little harder than I remembered.
Mm,
I thought they were like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I thought they were like soft and supple,
Yeah.
but like the chocolate on top, I remember it being more fudgy. It kind of had like a crunch, almost like a shell.
Yeah.
I was like, this ain't right.
Mm-mm.
And they were
Ah.
small.
Oh,
You know, you're used to getting the 2 in the thing, and you're like, okay, this is like the size
Yeah.
of your fist or something like that. Shrinkflation.
buddy,
Shrink.
don't get me
Clearly
started on
shrinkflation.
shrinkflation. I took my girlfriend to a restaurant for her birthday
Well,
the
you
other day.
started on it.
But don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I didn't want to get you started. You ran right into
Yeah.
it.
There wasn't a dish I didn't complain about the size of. I am not kidding. Everything that came out, I had a problem.
What pisses me off is that not only is it shrinkflation, it's also inflation. So the price is more and the food is less.
Yes.
You basically you're giving me 25% of the value of what I used to get, and you're calling it 75.
Don't get me started. I could go
I
on this all day.
can't.
We got to get the rent is too damn high guy on this.
Yes.
We got to get this on his desk.
Well, I know his barber, but I don't know him. Have you seen his haircut?
My hair is too damn low. All right, we're trying. We're trying.
I
My
had a-
beard is too damn regular.
He thinks he's normal. I had a fruit by the foot over the weekend for the first time in
Yeah.
goddamn like 25 years or something. And when I unfurled the goddamn thing, I was like, "Where's the rest?
Where's the foot? Yeah,
that
there's
was-
maybe 1 foot in here.
You can literally measure that out to find out.
I was like, "There's just no way," and I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
was used to. I felt like when I was a kid, you'd eat that all day. Probably
Yeah.
it seemed like a more substantial treat.
That was a morning to night snack. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I better open this now, or else I'm not gonna finish it before I go to
This
bed.
mom's going to catch me before dinner.
Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, I'd do like, all right, one more math problem, then I get another nibble of that fruit by the foot.
You're a good boy.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
That is, by the way, Connor McCabe. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for
Connor.
having me,
Thanks for
guys.
being here.
Yeah, buddy.
And Matt Apodaca. Hi, Matt.
What's up?
Whoa, he's going old school.
I'm bringing it back.
yeah.
Were you doing Budweiser or Scream? Not Scream.
Scary
movie.
movie?
Scream.
Scary Movie's coming back. Maybe I should just get ahead of it and say Scary Movie.
There you
I
go.
think Scary Movie might be, even though I actually wasn't as crazy about the Scary Movies as I know Ryan and some of our friends were,
Mhm.
that might be the number one job that I would be jealous that if I didn't get to like be in that.
Yeah.
now.
For years before I thought it was coming back, I was like, just get me in a room and I would crush that. That'd be
Totally.
so much fun for me just to pitch jokes all day.
The older I get, the more I think that every movie that I thought was good as a kid is garbage.
Yeah.
And every movie that I thought was like bad and hacky is actually people working at the top of their game. Like Scary Movie is people making kind of a dumb movie, but
Yes.
they're really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And like it takes being smart to do it.
Absolutely.
I watched Signs last night,
Yeah.
you know, which is like, to me, probably one of his best ones.
Yes.
And the dialogue was so terrible. Like it was
Oh.
for an
This is-
11-year-old.
yeah.
Like every movie that I grew up watching, I am now realizing that I watched it through the lens of being 12.
I say this as a major M. Night Shyamalan fan. His
Which is what the M stands for, by the way.
major.
I am majorly Night Shyamalan.
of what could be called I would say he has many weaknesses as a filmmaker.
Sure. And strengths.
And
Let's
strength.
give him credit too.
Let's give him credit. He's got a lot of strengths. One of his greatest weaknesses, I think, is dialogue because he makes
Humanity.
people write. He doesn't understand how people talk to each other.
Right.
It's very, very
It
strange.
almost feels like I alternate from movie to movie of how much credit I'm giving him. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, are you like Wes Anderson, where you created a world where people talk only the way that you
Right.
write,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
do you think this is good writing?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want him to tell me, and then I'll determine. Quick off the top of your
Yes.
heads, maybe we do the whole group. Could you do like top 3 to top 5 Shyamalan movies
I think
in
so.
order?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen more than 2.
You haven't. You've seen.
I think I've seen The Village.
The Village.
I've seen
that doesn't crack
No,
the top
I've seen
5
3.
for me.
I've seen 3. The Village, Signs, and Sixth Sense.
Okay.
I think that's the only 3 I've seen.
Mhm.
Never saw Lady in the Water. Never saw
Stinker.
Stinker.
God, I wish. God, I wish.
What is this stinker?
Yeah.
Okay, who did it?
Turned out it was your own butt the whole time.
Yeah, it's like a Benoit Blanc mystery, and it's like this guy trying to figure out where the stink is coming from, and it turns out the twist is that he fucking farted.
Yeah.
The end, he keeps flashing back to the same bully who's just like, ye who smelt it.
I think the twist is going to be that they live in an old society and it's just on the other side of a dump. It's just like,
Yes.
oh, we were just next to the
Yeah.
dump.
Or like actually the world there is that everything in the world stinks, but the thing that they're reacting to smells good and they don't like it.
Yeah. That's actually really good.
Don't let Shyamalan get a hold
No,
of
no,
that.
no,
Or
no,
They're in
do.
the
M. Night, that's
biodome.
mine.
They're in the last healthy place in the world. They're like, God, it stinks in here.
That's really good.
You already got the
actually.
twist figured out.
Yeah, look,
Absolutely.
I think he works backwards
Starts
from the
from the
twist
twist.
sometimes.
Okay,
course.
if he gives you that, then you get to be in a scary movie.
Look, please, I mean, look, I'll be in an M Night movie. I love
Absolutely.
him.
What is his best
I'll be in any movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
If anyone comes
absolutely.
calling and the offer is more than negative money, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'll be in the
absolutely.
Sound of Freedom Part 2 or whatever.
Let freedom ring.
a beloved movie amongst Hollywood circles.
I gotta get ahead of this too, Spacey. I know you're doing a movie. Put me in post.
So you don't want to be part of the production. You want to get added in later.
Oh yeah, CGI me in, baby. I derailed the count.
It doesn't
order.
matter, but
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
if you it takes a while to think. I'll say Old was my best, the worst movie, and my best in theater experience in my
I
whole
think
life.
that's true.
Because it was probably the first or second movie I saw in theaters post-pandemic, and the whole audience realized how bad it was, like kind of in a
hated that
wave.
movie.
Yeah.
Like we were kind of laughing, and the people in front of us.
Right.
And then it was kind of building out of like everybody stopped taking the movie seriously.
Yeah.
So the communal experience of realizing the movie sucked was as good as realizing you're at like one of the all-time comedies.
Yeah.
It was really a beautiful moment that he made for us.
I rode an interesting wave during that movie where I was sort of like, I think this is going to be bad, but I got to go support my boy. I got to just go see what's going on. I want to know about what the beach that makes you old. And so I'm starting like, oh, it's not that great. Oh, whatever. And it's like bad. And it gets worse and worse. And it becomes like funny. Like there's a rapper character named Mid-Size Sedan. Like that's
Great
insane.
choice.
It's so bad. But then it gets to a point.
What rapper would call themselves that?
And it's it's like a
Sedan?
Yeah.
boomer point of view on making a joke on rapper. Like it
Yes.
would be from like the Fox News
It's
version
one of
Yes.
I would say
SNL. Yeah.
it's one of the worst jokes I've ever heard.
Yeah.
If it's a joke.
If it's a
it's
joke,
a joke,
yes.
right?
It
Like,
doesn't make any
what?
sense. It's really bad. But then there's just like a point in the movie where I was like just then on the other side of it, and I was like, this fucks actually. This is really fun. I'm having a great time. I think it's when in the cave, the lady starts
That
getting
scene
all
is
fucked
good.
up.
That's a legitimately good scene. to
Really
me.
fun. And then I loved Trap. I think Trap is a home run.
Trap is cool.
Yeah.
Trap is cool.
Trap is just like so crazy because so many things about all of it is insane.
Mm-hmm.
The concert's at like 3:00 in the afternoon. They have to get up every time she's not doing a song. Like she's like stopping doing songs. I
It's so
guess.
bizarre. It doesn't feel as like Shyamalanian. It
No.
feels like a little bit more like him directing a more mainstream movie.
Yes, and I think it was just like, I made my daughter mad. I gotta make a movie for her, so she's happy for me.
My daughter's gonna like me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I did this to my daughter. Now I have to make a movie about it.
And then there's a part in the movie where Josh Hartnett's like, I haven't been in a movie in a while. I should take my shirt off, right?
It's like, yeah, I guess if you're gonna be in this, yeah.
Yeah, sure. He's like, I still got it.
Every one of his movies has like one line that is so shockingly bad in a way that's like, you must have chosen to do this.
Yeah.
And in Old, everything's going really crazy and the camera's spinning and they're realizing what's going on. And just off camera, someone goes, "The dog's dead." Like the dog has aged so fast and dog hears that it's died.
They're just sort of like heightening the joke at this point. They just have to
Yeah.
like, say the
And so
things that happen.
it's like clearly an 80-yard line that they just threw in there. And then in Split, it's the one where he's realizing he wants to sneak in through the hydraulic system.
Oh, yes,
And
yes,
I think
yes,
he goes
yeah.
to his daughter of like, "Huh, I wonder what's down there."
I like to imagine that people who include things in their art that are so obviously bad that that's them doing a test with the audience.
Yeah.
Like, how is this audience blowing smoke up my ass, or are they gonna call me on this?
I don't think he cares about the smoke really though, because he funds his own movies. Like he puts up all the money for his movies up front, and then just gets to make it in Philly, which is great for him, I guess.
Great for the city.
Yeah.
It's just great for the city.
It's just great for
I've
the
been thinking about
It's-
that a lot
Oh
lately.
my gosh.
The birds need a film.
So this is a test screening, as you all know, and we are just taking down your feedback. So thank you all for having watched the film, and we just want to know, per the director's kind of directives, which parts of the movie you responded to, if any confused you, if any excited you. So we're just going to open it up right now, and it's always helpful to know a little bit about you and your demographic, so that we can know who's responding to what parts. Yes, already.
What
yes.
was the twist? I went to the bathroom. I missed the twist. It was just a different movie when I came back.
Oh yeah.
But I
Okay.
can't put them together. So I know what it is. I know what it was. But how do we get here?
You're not looking incredibly familiar to me. Are you sure you didn't come back into the wrong movie?
This is United Artists 12, right?
The theater?
Yeah.
You're in the right theater.
Okay.
But it is, the 12 stands for how many separate theaters in the Odeon there are.
Oh.
Did you go to a regular movie, or were you at a test?
I'll just
screening?
listen for a while. Sorry.
Well, can I? Okay, I do want to ask what the first movie you were at. What was the vibe? Was it animated? Was it live action? Was it horror?
Spooky. Shyamalan. What's his name?
Shyamalan,
Yeah.
I think is what you're saying.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Well, yeah, that's not what this is. So you might. This is kind of a
The
thriller.
bathrooms were very clean and working great.
Unrelated, but thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, just to clarify, I'll look out to all of you in case this is an issue. You are here for the newest thriller that is made by Steven Spielberg's daughter, Stephanie Spielberg, and it's her directorial debut.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, I came into a different movie. My apologies. I'll hop out of here. I thought I was in Shyamalan.
Right. Again, you were not. Feel free. No, I don't think I do want you to stay.
Well, you know what's funny? I'm actually getting the big twist that I feel like I paid for today just by being in here. So I think I'm going to see this out.
Oh, that's interesting. A twist created by the audience by leaving a movie and coming into another one.
Okay.
Well, this movie did have a twist. In this movie, it's of course that the daughter finds out at the end that who she thought was her mother was actually her grandmother. Who she thought was her sister was her mother.
Yeah.
Was that twist surprising to anybody?
I kind of guessed it from the very beginning. I kind of just I felt like that was maybe telegraphed a little too strong, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Was it the scene at the beginning where she says, "I'm definitely your mom," and that's definitely your sister?
Yeah, I was getting strong vibes that was the case when she said that, actually, and I was kind of like, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So demographically, are you a college graduate? Some college, no college, high school graduate, no high school.
I'd say some college. I'm Hispanic.
I didn't ask that, but thank you.
Kind of seems like it was on the tip of your tongue. I kind of got that vibe.
Now he didn't ask it, but I was wondering.
I did have a question about the movie. It's Spielberg's daughter, right?
Yeah, Stephanie Spielberg.
Where the fuck was E.T.?
Good question.
Why wasn't E.T. in the goddamn movie?
Well, I
That's the
think
only
that
one of his
you
movies
made-
I've seen.
You made. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if your descendant makes a movie and you were a movie maker, they got to include the guy.
Yeah, was he not available?
Well, I don't want to upset you, and maybe.
He didn't die, did he?
Your question is, did E.T. die, and is that why he's not in Steven
Why isn't
Spielberg's
E.T. in
daughter's-
Jurassic Park?
Unrelated again, sir. I
I
simply.
just got back from the bathroom. I'm a little lost on the conversation. I apologize.
I-
This guy was saying, "Where's E.T.?"
I'm concerned for your digestive system, to be honest.
This is your second bathroom trip?
One was pee, one was two.
Okay, fine,
Okay.
fine. I shouldn't have opened that up. No, E.T. was always a character invented by Steven Spielberg, not an actor or an animal or anything like that. So E.T. is
You
not
tell me
dead.
he's not an animal. Sorry, never mind. Never mind. I'm being disruptive.
But you will notice, I think, to your question, I think you're onto something. There is an Easter egg in the Thanksgiving dinner scene. There is an E.T. action figure in the background that you can see there, and it's a little homage to her father.
Okay, I think maybe I did sort of maybe clock that and thought maybe he was gonna show up later. How come nobody called anybody penis breath in the movie?
Have you seen any movies other than E.T.?
It's my favorite movie, and I think it's like one and done for me. I'm good.
I feel like you're
That
not.
little fucker's so funny.
I'm sorry to interrupt this process, but I feel like you're not interviewing the people you should be, and I think that person is me.
Okay, great.
I'll even get out ahead of your questions. Some college dropped out, white, and my big question. So we're watching.
What kind?
This is. All
You
of
don't
them,
have to
pal.
answer that.
Yeah. I'll give you my 23andMe later.
You don't have to answer that.
So Stephanie Spielberg directed this,
Yes,
daughter
correct.
of Steven Spielberg.
That's correct.
I understand why E.T.'s not in the movie. I understand why you're confused. Why wasn't my controller working the whole time? I'm pressing L and R. I'm using L3. I'm walking around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reconnect it to the PlayStation on TV.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a few issues there. This is a movie, so it seems like you wanted to be playing a video game in a theater full of people. You'll never be able to control a movie, or I mean, not never. I'm sure someone's going to try
Watch
that.
your
It's not
fucking mouth.
Yeah, games are better than movies now. Everyone says. Sorry, I just got back.
When you
from
say-
the bathroom, I'm sorry.
What do you
I
mean by
lost.
game? My mom usually says, "Hey, son, here's your movie." Sets it up for me, and I'm playing the movie. What the?
What can I ask? What do the movie usually look like that you play? And this is out of sheer curiosity. It's not going to be helpful at all, probably. For
Yeah,
what
well,
we're doing here.
normally there's a guy. He's a plumber. He's got red hat, blue overalls,
Tony
running
Hawk.
around.
No,
I don't think his name's Tony Hawk.
it's not.
Sometimes I'm playing a
Could
pink
be
guy.
Rodney Mullen.
Yeah,
Spyro,
you know, pink guy who swallows up stuff. That movie.
Kirby.
Yeah, I like his movies. His
I
movies
like
are
his
great.
movies. Is
yeah.
he a director too?
I don't know. I don't think he directs them.
If Kirby made a movie, he'd put E.T. in it.
Yeah, he would. He'd suck him up and spit him right back out.
And then Kirby would become E.T.
Dude, that's what we need. 2 ETs. Tell him to put another ET in the movie.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
E.T. too.
I'm looking over at our stenographer.
E2.
You do not have to be writing any of this. You don't have to write if Kirby made a movie, who'd put E.T. in it. You don't have to write make E.T. 2, and you don't have to write E2.
Wait,
Why
No.
did you guys get an official stenographer?
Yeah, I know that guy. He was at my court case.
Yeah.
Well, don't tip your hat to him, sir.
Oh, insider. We got
I-
some insider going.
I noticed your sombrero, my friend.
He wasn't allowed to say so, but I knew he was a fan.
This is a pretty crazy screening.
I
It's
agree.
like is this? Can we throw popcorn? Can I say if we start doing? Where can we say chicken jockey?
No, the movie's over. You can't do that. I'd prefer you not to do it. That happened. This is 2029. That happened 6 years ago.
I saved all my popcorn just in case.
Scene.
Scene.
Scene. I'm done.
I'm
I don't
done
wanna- I don't wanna
dealing
play
with these
anymore.
guys.
I'm done.
E.T. is so funny to me.
E.T. is like, how is E.T. the biggest movie of all time?
It's so crazy because he's like, and this might sound bad. He's not cute enough. He's very ugly,
Yeah,
actually.
yes.
But he just has stood the test of time. He's not like a
Right.
gremlin.
Right.
You know, like those little mogwai are cute as hell.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the charm is
Yeah.
that like he's so ugly, yet these kids love him.
Yeah, he's
you
like
know?
shit brown.
like the love of a child or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But
He's
you're
certainly-
right.
He
he's
wouldn't
disgusting.
test well in 2025.
No.
All the people who'd give notes would be like, he's just got to be cuter.
Yeah.
He'd have a six-pack.
Yeah.
That's
Be
what I think is
rich.
like is
He's
hard
got
about.
a cum gutter.
Yeah, but who does he fuck?
Yeah.
His head looks like a lamp. Who does he fuck?
You're telling me the mom's not saying hi to that guy?
He's got Reese's Pieces like great.
I rewatched that movie for the first time since I was a child in roughly 2011, like
Yeah.
by myself on a laptop, and I cried so hard.
It's
it
great.
got me so good. That John Williams score, buddy.
Yeah.
Not much that can get these little tear ducts going like that, man.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
feel like everybody needs like a Men in Black, like pew about every movie they've ever
Oh,
seen.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be
so
nice.
that we can have like
That
a
would be nice.
reset of making like small regular movies again. Because at this point, it's like
Yeah.
you try to make E.T., you're like, what the fuck is this weird movie?
Yeah.
But back then, it was like, I don't know, the first movie. It was like, wow, look how interesting. Like
Yeah.
if you try
Yeah.
to make it now, it'd be like, you fucking weirdo.
TikTok would be like, the Jaws guy has flown off the handle. Look at the trailer for this ugly little alien.
Yeah.
My wife sort of has that ability sometimes. When we were just dating, she was like, "Oh, we should go to one of these outdoor screenings." They were doing an outdoor screening outside the Autry Museum here in LA, and they were showing Psycho. And she goes, "We got to go see Psycho. I love this movie. It's like one of my favorite movies. We got to go see it." And I was like, "Okay, great. Yeah, I've seen it before, but like let's go." And then so it gets to like the end of the movie where then he's like wearing his mother's clothes and stuff, and she leans over to me and goes, "Wait, what is he doing?" And I was like, "Wait," I was like, "That's the whole thing." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I just kind of like the motel.
Yeah. I think she was like misremembering like seeing him at Universal Studios and like
Right.
thinking maybe she had seen the whole thing before.
That is so fun. Because not only is it, if you've loved the movie, really memorable,
Yes.
it is the thing everyone knows about
Yeah,
Psycho.
it's like that in like shower curtain. Yeah.
It's like he dresses up as his mom and kills people.
It just like it was just the most sweet, endearing thing. It was so funny to
So
me.
funny.
Yeah, and we were like very recently talking about it. I was like that was insane. That was so crazy.
Did
I
it
loved
change her opinion? Was she like, you know what? I don't really like that weird movie. I don't know what I was thinking.
No, she was like, it was good. She's like, I guess I just didn't see that coming at all. I was like, yeah, it's like the whole thing.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's like not remembering the twist in a Shyamalan movie.
Yeah,
It's like,
yes, 'cause
what do you
it's-
mean? Yeah.
That's because like, at the very least, that's what those movies have
Yeah.
most of the time. I feel like the old twist isn't worth it.
Yeah, it's more of an explanation than a twist. I would
Yes.
say.
Oh,
what is
Old.
it?
It's like they found this island, and then like this like big pharma company is using it to test the effects of their like medicines
Sure.
in a quicker way, so they can find cures faster for things.
Sounds like a bad improv justification.
That's kind of similar to, I guess, the Village thing, which is like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like a little like a closed off village in an area that
Spoiler
they don't
alert.
want people to leave.
By the way, we're spoiling. We're gonna spoil all these movies. By the way.
Someone paused this podcast to go to the bathroom while watching that movie, and it's like, asshole.
Hey,
What
if
the
you
fu-
haven't seen The Village, spoiler alert, Adrian Brody's a little weird.
Yeah, and you know what? It's one of like 5 things he's done that he shouldn't have done.
Yes.
He really he did so well getting us all back.
Yes.
And then that Oscar speech lost. It was like I was finally willing to root for Adrian Brody a little
Yeah.
bit. He was being small and like not doing a ton, and then he did a 30-minute insane Oscar.
He's just
speech.
setting us up for Arc 3, baby.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. The big final
Yeah.
piece.
He is that my thing with him in The Village, because he's playing somebody who is. I can't remember what he is exactly. He's like mentally challenged.
Yes.
And I always laugh at the idea of he's in the background of like Bryce Dallas Howard scenes going like huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where she's got to be like, hey, can he tone it down on
Yeah.
my singles?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
you can't focus on the movie because Brody's just like, I'm showing up in
What do you mean?
character and
He's
big.
nailing it. He's nailing it.
It's like, this is an extreme close up. Why? He's actually moved. The continuity doesn't even work here.
It was a hell of a thing to edit in post for sure.
We need Brody's fingers in the shot because in the wide he's doing the thing.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
at you.
yeah.
I feel like that's such a like. When that first came out, I don't feel like the reaction was like, "Oh, this is bad." It was
No.
more like, "Whoa, this guy is an actor taking some risks."
Yeah.
But how quickly it goes like, "Whoa, you
Yeah.
can't do that." You know what I mean? Like I
did
feel
that,
like
he
comedy
did-
ages poorly in that way too.
He did the kiss right with Halle Berry, and when he won his Oscar, he did
Yes.
the Rasta
The
performance.
Rasta
on Saturday
introduction.
Night
Which I
Live.
will always support.
It's unfortunately very funny that he did it, but it's incorrect. But
It's
it is
crazy
funny.
that it happened in real life.
Yeah.
Like you're like, what?
We've talked about this before, Ryan, but there is an element that to be like to show up as an actor on set. I am the type of person, and it's probably what makes me not a very successful actor so far, that I want like to not get in anyone's way. I don't want to ruin anyone's take. I don't want to go so crazy that they're like, "Hey, man, what was that?"
Yeah.
you kind of have to go and be like, I'm doing my thing. Fuck everybody else here. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, and I'll adjust it. But like, I have to just follow my instinct and ignore everything,
Right.
because you can't be plugged into like, what does everyone think of me right now?
Yes.
Right.
So it is a superpower. And then if you don't know that you're a little odd, it just like crosses over.
You
a
gotta
little bit.
have a good, smart, supportive team.
Yes.
You can't go put on a Rasta hat on live TV and have nobody tell you no.
But the story that I
He
heard
grabbed
is
it
that
right at
they
the last
did
second, right,
they
or something?
did tell him not to do it.
Oh, no way.
He was like, or he had pitched it as like a character at like the at the pitch meeting for sketches or whatever, and they were like not taking the bait because they were like, that seems like you probably shouldn't do that. And he was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Wow.
Can you imagine watching that live and being like, what sketch did I miss?
Yeah.
What's that a callback to? Was I in the bathroom?
You're
for
like
too long?
hoping that maybe it's coming after the musical
Sure.
guest, and he just was like in between changes. Like,
Right.
I guess they just didn't do that.
God, I hope we're about to see this.
Yeah.
I hope they follow through, or else I don't like it.
So, my wife said not to do this for the anniversary gift, but I got you guys a little something that I think shows a little of my personality, and I think it's going to be a laugh you'll have
Aw,
forever.
that's so nice.
Let's
I
see
hope,
it.
yeah.
I made AI animated photos of each of you having an affair with somebody else.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's like, of
You're
course you
laughing.
never would, but you look at it and it's like, oh, who is this handsome guy that you would cheat on me with?
This is
or-
pornography. You gave us pornography.
Well, yeah,
just
with
now.
a joke, yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to be clear. I did say not to do that. I think AI is bad.
I mean, AI is bad, but this is fucked up. This is. I mean, I'm.
But you,
Maybe we just don't get it. Maybe we're not. Sorry. Maybe I'm being judgmental.
Have you
This
seen
is
everything
gross.
everywhere all at once?
You might say that because you look good in yours.
Yeah, I guess.
I look like a pile of. And who's that with me?
that is an amalgamation of a few people that you slept with before this relationship. I plugged them
fuck?
all into AI because I feel if you were gonna cheat, it would be like the super version of everyone you've dated before.
Super version. This is like they were made in a. This is. Brad, what the hell?
I- look,
Whoops.
I just-
yeah,
I-
you,
yeah.
you know, you can't hit a home run without swinging really hard at the ball.
I
you know?
I
Yeah, I
did
wanna
say
hear you
no.
Clarify how this isn't your fault at all.
I'm saying, look, I said not to do it, but I just have to defend my husband for a second.
Okay.
You guys are being extremely rude. You received a gift.
You're right.
I think
you,
it's
honey.
maybe
You're
the and I don't want to give AI any sort of like leeway here, but it's a new technology. It's not going to get everything 100% right. And you know what? He tried his best. He
You're
put
being
in-
kind to me. This is exactly how I wanted it to be.
Yes.
You're being so kind to me, but this is what I wanted it to be.
Well, and this is why we'd never end up like one of these pictures.
of
we have
course,
each other's back.
So
it's
you're
true.
saying
You have
there
my
is
back.
no mistake. This is correct. and you're saying he's trying to bail you out. That isn't.
But I love that he's trying. I love that he was trying his best to find a way.
I just have to try, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Like if there was an alternate universe where there was, both of you were deciding to have an affair, you would obviously have an affair with somebody super hot, and you'd pick some trash.
What?
Right.
Just a trash amalgamation of all the three
Well, hey,
people.
why
you've been
don't
with
why don't
before.
we just get into appetizers? Let's order appetizers. Let's
Yes.
like have
Yes.
a moment.
Triple dipper,
Triple
dipper, triple dipper.
Should we get two? Let's get two.
Let's get two. Yeah, let's get
Because
two.
even though it's called triple dipper, it's a small appetizer.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, it's like there's always going to be just one less than what we need for everybody. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So if we get two, everybody gets three in a weird way.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love Chili's. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
It's-
This
I do
is-
love it.
It's
Thank you for-
great.
I did sort of fly off the handle at that porno, but I do
Sorry.
see where you're coming from, and I know you're a tech guy, and you're
Big
very
ideas.
visual. You're very visual.
Big
I've always
ideas.
known that.
Look, and if I have not taken a stab in my life at a little attempt at something and messed up, that wouldn't be me. I've done
That's
it,
thoughtful,
so
you
it's
guys.
okay.
Right.
Now, don't spoil your appetites. I'll just say.
Oh, I couldn't at Chili's.
Eat
no
the
way.
triple dippers and everything.
Yeah, of course.
But I brought a little bit of, let's say, a delicacy.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys know how your first date was ratatouille.
Yes.
Yeah, God,
Yeah.
so cute. Oh my God.
Well, they're going to be making us rat steaks for the main entree.
There.
What? Why not just ratatouille?
I just want to get ahead of this real quick.
Well, Ratatouille was a rat. We're saying the same thing.
I have to get ahead of this. I told him not to do this. I even called Chili's ahead and said, my husband's gonna call. Don't accept any offers. And then they liked the AI art that they got of them back
Was
there.
that his ticket in?
I was like, how do you know how do you do this with the damn computer?
Here's the thing: our liberal enclave hates AI art. Guys in the back, if Chili's love this shit,
They love it.
It's like this is the people it's for, and you have to be plugged in with that. And
Right.
plus, you send them $750. You can grease
Yeah.
anyone's palms.
They're
with
just
a
flipping
rat
big
steak.
mouth burgers back there.
Listen, I've never had a rat steak. Maybe it's good. It sounds like a little.
I'm gonna stop
steak
you right
bite.
there. There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
Well, thank you. I guess.
That's
What are
ridiculous.
you doing here?
I'm just here to make sure my husband doesn't get in any more trouble.
And that's why we're never, like you said, gonna
Yeah.
end up like this
We're
photo.
never gonna be fucking
No.
we have each
randos.
other's back.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna say it. I don't want to eat the rat steak. There's
Yeah.
no, even if I might like it, not knowing it's rat steak,
Yeah.
because I know I can't possibly eat
Can I
that.
tell
Let
you
me
guys?
ask you this, Sean.
He's good with boundaries.
Yeah.
He's
Let me ask
so
you this,
good
Sean.
with our
Yeah.
boundaries.
When's the last time you got promoted?
Whoa.
Okay, well it's been
Jesus Christ.
Throw him under the bus again. Throw him under the bus again.
it's been longer than I'd like, Brad.
Yeah. You know why? Because people who get promoted are the people who take risks. You take a chance. 1 out of
When's
1,000.
the last time you got promoted?
I run my own small tech firm. All right, I'm small tech and big tech, and it's a startup, and I don't need promotion.
And he didn't, just because he started it doesn't mean he's immediately started at the top. He did work his way up at his own company.
Imagine name your favorite movie.
Apollo 13.
Now I'm.
And I love her. And I love her. Nothing more interesting. Hey,
No,
everyone's favorite movie should be a Ron Howard movie.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Now imagine you're watching Apollo 13, and as the
I'm there.
great, imagine you're watching it.
Okay.
As they start going past the moon, instead of just the moon, it's got your own face in it, AI style. We have AI'd your face onto the moon. Any movie, your face can be on any of the objects. You tell me that's not $1 billion business idea?
And your company does this
That's
already?
what we're doing, yeah.
It works.
Well, there's a lot of legal stuff with the studios and stuff. We're having a lot of issues. Directors are a little bit pushing back about it,
Right.
but who cares? You
Right.
know?
Congratulations. That does sound
That's
like
the
quite
thing
an
that
undertaking.
people don't often consider. If just because something is against the rules, who cares?
Who cares? I want to do it and make money off of it. No one's really going to stop me.
Right. Well, maybe, but
Eat
maybe.
the rat. Eat the rat. Just one bite. Maybe you
I
get that
didn't even
promotion.
know
A
they
little
dropped
risk.
it. It does. I mean, it looks well prepared.
It looks like a whole rat. It's just a whole rat that's been grilled.
Okay, I want to leave. I've been trying to be a good sport about this. This isn't really my idea of a great anniversary
You pushed him
present.
too far.
This is not my idea of a great anniversary gift.
See,
yeah,
I
I wanted triple dippers. Sure. Yeah, I wanted to hang out with my hubby and celebrate the fact that we are betrothed. But I didn't want to be given pornography and a full rat. I didn't want to be made fun of.
Okay.
I know it's.
I get it.
I tried my very best. I tried so hard to make
And
sure
you
these
know
gifts
what?
didn't happen.
You're coming out squeaky clean. Okay, it's clear you didn't have.
I didn't
any
do
involvement.
anything
I
wrong
know
here.
you never do. You just happen to be with the person I hate most.
And I just
Hey.
no, sorry, frustrates me most on purpose.
Yes,
We're working on changing that up.
That's very good. You don't want to end up like the photos.
yeah.
This stuff
That
with
is
this
true. The
big
thing about the
language.
photos is they are sort of a cautionary tale. Like I don't like that he did this, but at the same time I could see the morality tale that is being told with these photos.
Right.
Let's do this. This is always so fun. Let's do what is it? Rosebud Thorn.
I was just
is that
thinking
what
the
it
same
is?
thing.
Whoa.
It's kind of a
yeah.
twist on, fuck, marry, kill sort of thing.
Sort of.
Well,
Or am I totally off?
it's like you look at your marriage up until this point,
Yes.
and you think of like what was the rosy part,
Okay.
what was the bud, the thing we're excited about for the future, and like a thorn that we had to get over to get to this point.
Oh,
you
okay.
know?
Yeah.
But we could do fuck, marry, kill. I mean, I'm just a little worried.
No, I like your. Let's go
Stop
with
pointing
your
to
idea.
your art.
Okay, Brad, we'll do your thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I would say the rosy part is every morning that I wake up next to you, and you always give me that little smile before you get another just 10 more minutes of sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh.
I would say the bud is, well, we're planning for a family,
Yes.
and we are saving
Nice.
for not quite the right tone, but that's more the tone of the picture than the family thing. And we're getting ready to make a down payment on a new house. So I'm
Yeah.
excited
Wow,
for-
congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I would say the
Congratulations.
thorn, all of our friendships.
Yeah, pretty
I
much
think
all
of
of
our
them.
friendships really stink, and we could branch out, or even just branch in and just be with each other.
That sounds good. We flipped a coin on whether or not we would come here, and we lost. We still came, and I
It's
feel like
just-
that's on us.
I will say it's an honor and a privilege to be here, and it's very nice that you guys wanted to spend your anniversary with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You are our closest friends that live on our street.
Yeah,
Well-
hey,
I'll
take it.
I'll say you had mentioned that maybe you were trying for a baby.
Mhm.
And so, in the kind of baby's honor, I started a college fund, $20,000. I put right in there.
Whoa.
Wait, are you serious?
That
Yeah,
is
and-
really crazy
Oh
generous.
my god, I feel so bad. Thank you.
I don't feel bad, but that's amazing.
Yeah. See,
Wow.
some big swings work.
Wow.
Some big swings work really well. You know, I
Wow.
don't get to the college fund without trying some other stuff that you didn't like as much. The rat for dinner,
All right.
the painting.
Can I open up the envelope and see what school?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely.
Oh, it's for one school. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, you get a little discount if
It's
you
like a
pick the
gift
school
card.
ahead.
I don't even want to tell you what's in here.
Honey, what is it?
It's cordon bleu for chefs.
Yeah.
It's that, but for Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bunch of stuff I don't understand on
That's-
this thing.
Now $20,000. That's 1 out of the 8 years of that training.
8 years to learn to cook at Outback? Isn't it just deep fried onions and
You
steak?
can try to get back there real quick and see if you can make a bloomin' onion.
Fuck you.
Okay.
It's my anniversary.
You don't give my husband a check for down under
You're lucky.
state.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I talked him out of a James Corden blue. I talked him down from there.
Okay, hey, it's me one last time. Thanks for watching this episode of the Man Dog Pod. If you'd like to watch or listen to the rest of the episode and our entire backlog of podcasts, go to patreon.com/mandog and you can support us there. Thanks. Bye.